January 6, 2018 when McNamee AP Images Paula Mooney, First Lady Melania Trump is mentioned 20 times by name in Michael Wolff's best-selling book, Fire and Fury Inside the Trump White House, according to a search for Melania in the Kindle version of the book. The mentions of Melania's name are dwarfed by the 149 times Ivanka Trump's name appears in the book. As reported by The Inquisitor, the first mentions of Melania in the tome feature Mrs. Trump's prescience in being one of the few people surrounding the Donald who predicted that he could literally become President Donald Trump. However, the author paints a picture of Melania having a foreboding sense of her husband's impending win, coupled with the way becoming First Lady would change Melania's ladies who lunch heretofore type of lifestyle. Wolff wrote that Trump promised his wife not to worry, because he wouldn't win the presidency. Melania Trump could return to inconspicuously lunching. By the time the shock of Trump's win settled in, after all, talk show host Wendy Williams noted that Melania's comfortable white jumpsuit worn in the middle of election night spoke of a woman expecting to jump back on a plane, not stand next to a husband giving a presidential victory speech. Mr. and Mrs. Trump prepared for Inauguration Day. Melania Trump suffered sharp and peremptory words from her husband on Jan. 20, per Fire and Fury, book Chip Simotovilla Getty Images. But by the time Inauguration Day arrived, Wolff wrote that Trump was in a sour mood and took out his bad feelings on his wife. Trump had allegedly been talked out of spending the previous night at the Trump International Hotel in D.C., where photos of Trump prove he prefers to dine sometimes when he's tracked there via Instagram's geotagging feature, as reported by The Inquisitor. Instead, Michael claimed that Trump had spent his historic inauguration morning complaining about the accommodations at Blair House, the official guest residence across the street from the White House. Too hot, bad water pressure, bad bed. The author explains that Trump seemed genuinely hurt, according to those surrounding him, that so many celebrities had allegedly turned down the opportunity to appear at the event and instead avoided Trump's Inauguration Day like the plague, as reported by The Independent. His temper did not improve. Throughout the morning, he was visibly fighting with his wife, who seemed on the verge of tears and would return to New York the next day. Almost every word he addressed to her was sharp and peremptory. Kellyanne Conway had taken up Melania Trump as a personal PR mission, promoting the new First Lady as a vital pillar of support for the president and a helpful voice in her own right, and was trying to convince Trump that she could have an important role in the White House. But, in general, the Trump's relationship was one of those things nobody asked too many questions about, another mysterious variable in the presidential mood. The definition of peremptory is the insistence on immediate obedience and attention, especially in an overbearing, dictatorial or lordly manner.